this is Lisa Russick.
And Misty Lore.
With the podcast, We Are All Psychic. And today, Seth is back. And we are very excited because last time, we learned so much. I had to watch that video over and over. And I watched it again yesterday just to refresh. And I'd forgotten a lot. But now I think I've got the basics down pretty well, Seth. But first of all, do you still think we're all psychic?
Yes. It hasn't changed since the last time. It's still there.
It can change. It can change. We're allowed. So listeners and watchers, this is a video podcast on Spotify. Seth did part 1 of Human Design series that we have started. And he is back. Surprise, surprise. He did come back. Yay. And so we're doing part 2 and he's going to teach us more. And Misty and I, just to let you know, if you did not see the first one, you can go to Seth's website, comingoutarot.com, and you can get a free chart. You just scroll down where it says, what's my type? And then you click that, and then you click personal chart. It's a free chart that you can get yours to do this with us. So, Seth, where do you want to go now? Next, where's out? Well, just a refresher. It's really complicated. that's my refresher.
Thank you. There's lots of moving pieces. So for people who are just getting into human design or seeing it for the first time, there's lots of things that you might recognize when you get your chart. Like when you look at the image of it, you may see what is reminiscent of chakra parts of the body in all of the centers. And some of those colors might look familiar. And you'll see a red side and a black side, and the red side is called the design side. The black side is called the personality side. Personality, if you're familiar with astrology, is based on the date and time in which you were born, including your location. The design side is based on 3 months before that, and there's a whole lot that goes into that. We won't spend a bunch of time on today, but that's where those numbers are coming from. That's what the different colors mean. And the number of systems that exist in this thing is layered. So the more time you spend with it, the more you'll discover, the more you'll get into it. Just like tarot, if it's something you've had in your hands for 2 minutes, 5 years, 30 years, or going past that for some of us, then you will recognize that there is layers and layers upon layers to learn. And it's just a continuous education system.
I love it.
So don't get discouraged if you start and if you start to feel overwhelmed, it's okay. Put it down, walk away, come back. It's not going anywhere. It'll be there for you when you're ready to return, just like tarot. So we wanted to start chatting a little bit about the profiles, because we talked about centers last time, if they were kind of telling the difference between if they were defined or undefined, which is color or not color, or if they were completely open, if there were no gates lit up that had lines coming into them, which are called channels. The profile is based off of your sun, your personality sun and your design sun. So the personality side is the side that is, oh, look, there's all of Lisa's pictures.
I know, right? I'm like, is there anything bad in here? That's what I was doing. Look at these pictures.
Not that one. Not that one.
So the darker side will have an I Ching number and a period and then another number. And so will the lighter side, the one that's red. And the number that is just past that period or decimal point, that's the number we're looking at that is going to create your profile. So Lisa, what's yours? I think it's a 3-5.
Is it these numbers up at the top?
Yeah. So when you look at the very top where you see the sun symbol, there'll be a 2-digit number, a decimal, and then a single digit number. What's the single digit on the personality or black side?
The single digit. Do you mean the ones by the arrows or in the
boxes? Next to the symbol of the sun.
Next to the symbol of the sun, I have 24.3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a decimal.
Great. 24.3. So 3 is the first part of your profile.
Okay.
And on the design side, next to the sun symbol is
19.5 in the pink.
5. So the 2-digit number is a gate number. That's the I Ching number. And we're looking at the ones just past it on the decimal.
Okay, so just the decimal part. So 4.
Yeah, so you're a 3-5. 3-5 profile. Misty, what are your two numbers? 5-1?
6-1.
6-1.
Mhm.
Okay. So I remembered your one. I couldn't remember what the other number was because we talked a little bit about that last. I don't remember if that was a part of our recorded conversation or some of the.
Yeah, listeners and watchers, we did talk about this a little bit afterwards. We couldn't stop.
we had an after party.
Yeah.
So your profile is made up of those two numbers. The first number is the personality side. The second number is the design side. Just as before, personality is more what you might already be aware of, and we'll talk about these numbers in just a second. But just to set the stage, personality you might be more aware of. Design, the people in your life might be more aware of, and until you start to recognize these behaviors that we're going to talk about. And because you're so natively in tune with who you are already, maybe these things will already make sense to you as we start to talk.
I am older too. When we're older, we get to know ourselves more. We had a lot more time to do it.
Think about.
More to think about. For anybody who has a 6 in their profile, sometimes they tend to have a bit of an older soul already. Similar to, and the 5's kind of too. So, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So, first, let me tell you a little bit about these numbers. They're going to go 1 through 6. They never go higher than 6. They never go lower than 1. They are relative to the lines in the I Ching symbol. And last time we took a look at those, there's first line, second line, third line, 4, 5, and 6. They're split into two halves, 1 through 3 and 4 through 6. 1 through 3 is a little more internal focusing. 4 through 6 is a little more external focusing. So when you have lines that are primarily on the top, you tend to be a little more outward facing. If you have lines that are on the bottom, you tend to be a little more inward facing. Most of us have a combination of a top line and a bottom line. Some people, smaller percentage, have both in one side or the other. Neither is better, neither is wrong, neither is good, and neither is bad. They just are. These kind of like, I think we said some of that a little bit before too. Yeah. This is just you, and you are inherently an amazing being on this planet, and this is a way of helping to better understand who you are. So this is not to say that any of this is more challenging than the rest. It's just how we're connected and ways we can work better together.
Great. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so imagine a house. You're looking at a house, and you know that underneath the house, and you might be able to see it, is the foundation. Think of that as line 1, foundational. Line 2, now we're on the first floor of the house. There's potential for the door to be open. People can come and go. Line 3, we haven't made it quite to the second floor yet, but we're willing to go outside. It's time. We're going to get out there, see what happens. Line 4. Now we're starting to move up into the the second floor. Got a little bit to do. We've come in from outside, but the 4th floor is a comfortable place to be. 5th floor. I keep saying floor. 5th line.
I'm got you. The listeners, well, if you're watching, these are the floors. These lines are the floors to the defined and undefined areas.
The 5th line is on the second floor looking out the window. People can see you. They have ideas about who you are, but they may not have interacted with you, but they formed an opinion. And 6 lines, they're up on the roof. Took them a little while to get there, but they got up on the roof. And they're kind of watching what's going on. Now, before I say a little more about the 6th line, I'm definitely going to walk through just some ideas of what these lines are, so you get an idea of how your profiles are working together. And the 6th line takes a little more explanation, as does the 5. So I'm glad you both are here with a 6. I am a 5-1, so I have elements of both of your profile.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have some interesting comparisons.
Yeah.
So first, does the analogy of the house make sense?
It does to me. Yeah.
Cool. Sometimes that imagery is helpful and it kind of lays it out a little bit. All right. So for those who have a 1 in their profile, no matter where it is, personality design, the 1 being foundational is, think of it a lot like a 1 in a tarot deck. It's the beginning. It's things that might have inspiration, excitement, something that is coming your way and you want to spend more time with it because it's new. It's the idea that, to take it a little further now, we need information. We need to gather stuff. We're going to get to the kernel of what it is that inspires us or we want to know more about.
Yeah.
This is where 1s are people who love to be in libraries, watch a lot of videos to understand. Give me more. And you may or may not need it when you're learning it. It's just a drive to know. The cool thing is for 1s, once you know it, it's stored somewhere here in this memory bank. And some point, somewhere down the line, if you didn't need it, someone you meet or have yet to meet is going to need it. And then you got it.
That sounds like you, Misty, in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very much.
You have that one in your
got it.
yeah?
She does. She always has someone who can help you if she can't help you too.
Yeah.
She knows somebody.
I can get there.
Do you find yourself exploring an idea to degrees other people probably wouldn't have spent time?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do, yeah.
Yeah. I've got to know like the whys, hows, what's going on. I've got to have 2 sides to every story. I've got to dig in there. So,
what's your latest interest?
My latest interest has been, the last one I think was the cards where, I forget what you call it, but it's where you do like
the cartomancy
with the regular cards. Yeah,
the cartomancy. Yeah.
With that was my latest obsession. I'm still kind of digging into that, so that's where I'm at right now.
And do you have books and videos and like everything at this point?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had to go buy the book. I'm almost going to buy the second book, but I'm not quite done with the first one. But yeah, I'll have to buy the second book, and I'm gonna have to go online and watch the video. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do all that. Yeah.
Have you started doing the work? Have you started like playing with them and seeing how it works for you?
Oh yeah. I started doing that when I first got it. Yeah.
I don't know if you know, Seth. We had a guest, one of our friends, Terry, came on the show and she explained what cartomancy is. And it's like this, like basically kind of a glyph that was developed beyond Zoo. I didn't know that about this. We didn't actually use cards. It's like in the book, you are given a card by your birthday.
Oh,
and then you're like, mine was the 4 of clubs. And the clubs corresponded to swords. Like I usually, when I do playing cards, I take the clubs as wands and the spades as swords, but it's kind of flipped in this. And it's just really cool. It's like an old ancient club.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Whenever long ago,
He used like some of these to even determine who was going to win the Olympics. This guy, and it was really cool. It is really cool. I'm still, like I said, I'm still getting into it, but yeah, he could tell you exactly, who to bet for, who not to bet for, who was going to win, who was going to have a bad year, all by a deck of cards.
Amazing.
It's fast. Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah. Having a 1 in my profile, I get it. I want to know, like if I'm into it, I want to know, and I want to know all of it. And I want to know it now.
Yes. Like I don't have time to read all this. I want to know now.
And I should have known it yesterday.
Yes, I understand that. I get it. I totally get it. Yeah.
And then, so think about the other side of that. The other side of the 1, besides wanting to know everything, will also feel like they never know enough. It's not that you can't never know enough. It's I'm not ready to talk to you about it just yet because I still have 5 more books I need to read, some more videos to watch, and I need to play some more. But you probably know then half the people know and could teach a class on it.
Yeah.
But still, give me 2 more years.
That sounds like
you. That's exactly you said it. Like
like how you are, yeah.
Like I have to be a perfectionist in it in order to even think about teaching it, even though I know a lot, but it doesn't matter. It's never enough. So I'm going to teach somebody else. I've got to, I can't even tell you how long it would take me. But I mean, I would get there, but I would have to do a few days of just nonstop research.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about your 6 because it's going to be so much fun to think about how these 2 things work together.
Okay.
All right. 2s. We don't have any 2s here, right? Nobody's got a 2.
No 2s.
No 2s.
I'm married to someone who has a 2-4. And 2s are fascinating people. 2s are about the try. They're not the experimenter. They're the try. Well, what if I go do this? Let me see how I can build on what I know. I might make something new out of that. They're really fascinating people because they're always starting the next thing. So think about that first floor being built. Now we have the foundation. Now we need somewhere to live. Let me start doing that. Yeah. I'm going to figure that out. 3s are the experimenters. Yeah, here we go, Lisa.
I can get that. Yeah, yes, I can get behind that.
I can see this already, Lisa. Yeah.
3s, they're living in the house and like, wait a minute, I need to rearrange this furniture. This isn't working. Yes. Or I love this couch, but wouldn't it be cool if I had one that was leather? Let me try that. I'm gonna see what's good with. Oh wait, that didn't work out. I'm gonna go back to this other one. Mm-hmm. We're gonna try it. Lisa, how many decks do you have, Lisa?
Too many.
Too many.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't need as many as I have, but I use them all until they're worn out. I don't rebuy ones that are worn out.
Mm-hmm. And they're
listeners, if you're not watching, my cat is just hitting me in the head with his tail over and over. Told you guys, he's a piece of work right now.
Yeah. He is.
He's mouthing me.
So all those decks, not surprising to me because you're trying it. What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? And then you learn something and you apply it to everything else you know, and it lands into every deck. And then maybe you need that deck again. Maybe you don't. Maybe you'll go back to it when it's time to experiment again.
Yeah.
But the experiment is the way you move best through the world.
I do.
And it's how you learn.
Yes. Learn myself my way. Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's a lot of hard knocks.
A lot.
3s will have a rough time through many parts of their life. But what it does is set you up not only for your own success, but to be a guide for others so that they can learn from your mistakes.
Yes. Totally agree.
Y'all are welcome.
Anytime.
I've been through that, so listen to me. Even if you don't give them you'll have that tone in your voice, like you better get it. Here, you know what? If you don't, here's what's coming.
Yeah.
Now remember that because that's going to come back in our conversation about the 6. Misty, that's going to come back.
Okay.
All right. 4s. We don't have any 4s here.
My boyfriend is a 4.
Is he?
Yes, we're back together, listeners and watchers. He has a 4 in the. He's got a 4. Oh, that's the 4 in the black one. The black row, which is your
personality.
Personality. Okay.
Yeah. So 4s, and remember, these are the people who have had some access to go in and out of the house, and they're little more extroverted than 2. We've made it to the top half of the trigram. So where 2s kind of will go out and want to meet people, they're going to come back in. 4s need their sanctuary, but they also need their network. If they don't have their network, it starts to feel as if limbs have been cut off. Aww. They get very insular. They'll start to get kind of depressed. But when they trust and engage with their network, this is the original I got a guy.
Okay, yeah. That sounds like my boyfriend does.
Yeah.
He does like his. I don't know if it would feel like. I don't know how he doesn't express himself all the way all the time. So I don't know how he would feel if he was cut off from his network of people. It seems like he knows everybody.
Yep.
Somehow, yeah, he does know a guy.
For everything. It's amazing. And they're just great natural networkers.
Yeah.
Even if they're having a shitty day, they'll turn it on. Yeah. And next thing you know, they got their next best friend or their next contract or whoever it is.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And it's for those of us that find challenge being open and available for other people, we can learn a lot from fours because it's so natural for them.
Yeah.
To engage with people and maintain relationships. Yeah. Once they start falling out of those relationships, things get really tough.
Yeah.
It's healthy for them. They need it.
Okay.
Then the fives. Lisa, you got a 5.
I have a 5 in my
design, I think.
Wait, 5. It's mine.
Yeah, it's in your design.
I'm looking at Chris. I'm looking at my boyfriend's. Mine is, I do believe it was. I'm trying to get this cat not to walk on the computer while I'm
good luck,
Cat is over the top. Go on.
Yeah. He's
the 5 is in the design. Yes.
Yeah. And my 5 is in my personality.
Okay.
So I recognize parts of my 5. You might recognize parts of your 5 as we talk about it. Other people will see it more. And 5s are unique in a couple of ways. 5s, we're near the end. We're near the 6 at the top. But think of 5s like a 10 in a tarot deck. We've reached nearly a mastery point. We're ready to turn the cycle and start over.
Okay. So a beginning and end kind of place.
Yeah. 5s also, if you remember the analogy of the house, we're in the window and we're looking out. We can see what's going on. The window may or may not be open. And people are looking at us and they have opinions about who we are and everything that we stand for. It's just natural. They can't help it. We're standing there. We may just be standing in the window looking at the sun coming up. Someone's walking by and they're like, oh, they're an asshole. Or,
well, are you saying like 5s don't judge, but or people judge 5s a lot?
Nope. It's not judging at all. It's projecting. So people will, they may have that feeling like, oh, they're just a really nice person, or the asshole thing. Or they'll go, you know what? I know that person can solve my problem for me. I can see it. I believe it. I know it. I trust it. And they've only been around you. They don't know you.
Yeah.
And then when they talk to you, it'll get even stronger. This person can solve my problem.
Yep. I can see that.
I do want to solve
I thought about you when I first
yeah, I don't see it myself. I don't see that.
I do. Yeah. I see it. Yeah.
How did it show up for you, Misty? How did you see it?
It was just it was just strange altogether. But I remember I was looking for a psychic and I saw her online, and just her picture, I was looking at her and I was like, gosh, she just seems to know what I need. It was just a feeling.
Really?
And then I met her and I was like, yeah, she knows. Huh. And I can't tell you how, but she does.
That's interesting.
I was right. I was spot on. She did know.
Well, I love people and they always do come with their life story, which I'm happy about, like I'm really curious about people, but, I didn't know people saw that, it's something I thought it just kind of happened organically.
No, it's almost like I knew that you had all this information in you, and I just want to dive in. And I need it now. Because I'm a 6. One.
It's your 1. It's your 1 that did it.
One does that. Now we'll find out about your 6. Well, how does that come for you, Seth? How does the 5 work for you?
A couple different ways, and I'm wondering what you might hear in this that sounds familiar. 1, same as what Misty's describing. People believe that I have something they need before we've even talked, and after we've talked, it gets even deeper. Then, if I provide it, what they're asking for. Either it's the best thing since sliced bread, or it's the worst thing that's ever happened to them in their lives.
Ooh.
And they never want to talk to me again. And I'm being a little dramatic, but those two extremes exist. Do you get, do those extremes kind of make sense to you, Lisa?
None of it really does. I just know that people come to me for their problems, and then they don't usually hang around after they get fixed. He does. But most, I do have some friends, but most people who come into my life and they have problems, they will come to me with their problems. We go hang out with someone else to go have fun. Yeah. It's been my life story until the last last 5-6 years when I got older and women, their children are grown and they're looking for friends again. But I don't know. I'm not very perceptive like that as far as like what other people are thinking about me. Yeah. I don't want to know. I guess I shut it out. I don't know.
No, this is not unusual for fives, and it's not unusual for this profile number that's in your design rather than your personality. So remember, the design is things that other people
that's
might
what I was
see
saying. I didn't
see on you right away, but you may not see in yourself. Yeah. And because fives are unique, people will automatically assume who we are. And so it's easy to learn to hold people at bay. It's exhausting to be told who you are all the time.
Oh my gosh, that I relate to on like a hardcore molecular level. All my you are blah blah blah. No, I'm not. Yes. Well, then I'm gonna make you blah blah blah.
That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And if fives don't find a way to hold their ground, and it's natural to push people away until we learn how to do that. Yes. If you don't hold your ground about, no, this is who I am. That's when you get in that martyr space. Because the five is also known as a martyr, where the pedestal is suddenly ripped out from underneath you and you're the worst thing that's ever happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So fives.
I think you're the best.
I am. Just kidding.
Fives are natural. Fives are natural leaders, teachers, guides. Yes. The problem solver is not just unique to a five, but especially to the profile mix of a 3-5.
Oh, okay.
You're the person people need around in a fire. You adapt and you lead.
I relate to that. Yeah. I didn't think I did so much when I was younger, but when I was older, I definitely feel that more like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So people are going to come to you when there's an issue. It's just a natural thing.
It's natural human design.
Yeah. Yeah. You're the first person I call.
Now, I don't remember, Lisa, was your solar plexus open and or undefined?
I think it was undefined. That's the solar plexus, right?
No, yours is defined.
Is that the solar plexus, or is that the?
It's the one just underneath the heart, just underneath where you are, that brown one. Oop. Yeah, it's the triangle that, if you're looking at your chart, is pointing to the left. So it's on the other side.
Other side. Okay, watchers, right here. This guy.
Yeah, underneath the wood center.
Lisa, let me see it again.
Can you see it? I'm holding it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
My finger's pointing at it.
It's just to the right of the red sacral, or the sacral square, kind of near the root.
To the right. Okay.
Yeah, it's on the right-hand side. It's a triangle, and it points to the left.
And it points to the left. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was curious if yours was defined or not, because when people come to you with all of their concerns, issues, problems, and are looking for you to save them, if that was open, I'd be really worried that you are holding on to all of their stuff. But because you have a sense of your own emotional wave state and can manage your emotions in a very consistent way, more than likely, their stuff probably just kind of bounces off of you like water off a duck's back. And
I can forget things.
Yeah.
I can just forget. I forget readings.
Yours to hold on to.
If I'm doing a reading, for example, I'll forget it. But if someone's having a conversation with me about their life, I'll remember that. Yeah. I'll take away from it what my impression was, but I don't usually remember like horrible details or anything like that,
That's good.
Yeah.
It is good.
Yeah.
All right. So the six holds.
Oh, my boyfriend also has a 6 in his.
Oh, really?
Let me see which one.
4-6.
It was a 4-6, and his 6 was his design. Or to get that right, hold on. Yeah, his design.
Design. And Misty, yours is your personality. I think it's on the black side.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the 6 is fascinating because it has 3 phases that it goes through. And it's similar to being a 3 for the first roughly 30 years of their life, roughly. So between 1 and 30, it's experiment.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. I've been in that alley. I drank that booze. I shouldn't have done that. I know now. I'm better.
Mm-hmm.
I like your example there.
I do too.
I've been in that alley. I drank that booze.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. Yeah.
We've all done that.
I was on that back road.
Twice.
I did it twice. That's the experiment.
Yes.
I was on that back road. I shouldn't have been in that truck. All the
Lord knows the angels was with me.
Then, somewhere between 30 and 60, then you pull back and you're like, well, okay, let me watch all these crazy people do their thing, because I've been through it. I'm going to observe and see what you all do. You might be available for a consult or 2, but other than that, you're watching. Yep. Everybody else can make those mistakes.
Yep.
But you're gathering data. You're not, it's especially with your 1, it's soaking in. I see how that works. I see how that works. I see why that soccer mom has booze in her Stanley.
Oh, God,
I get
yes.
She knows that stuff for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then roughly after 60, now you hit, and this is a dangerous word, but to get an idea across quickly, now you hit guru stage. You've been there, done that. You've observed it all and learned a lot more, and you've layered all of your experience. And now people they look at you and they go, she knows something. She knows something I need to know. And they're going to show
wise
up.
Woman. Yes.
Wise woman. And it's going to start happening somewhere around between 45 and 60 because the energy starts shifting.
I can feel it. Yeah.
And they
see that.
It'll be weird because you're not like 100% ready, but it's kind of like going through the experiment again. You're going to learn how to share what you know at the right time for the right person when they need to hear all those things.
Yeah.
And that's why you're on top of the house, because you're observing, and now people can come to you and go, what is going on in my life?
And I can be like, let me tell you something.
I've been there.
And they're done that.
Yep. And so now I was saying, just for another bit of context, the 5 is kind of getting ready to come around. They're at the top and they're getting ready to turn around. The 6 has already been through the turn, and they're just kind of in this other space and available for whatever's coming their way. Especially young 6s will feel out of place their entire life.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've been here, done this already. Like, that's how I felt when I was little. Like, why am I here again? Why am I doing this? Don't want to do this again, but I am, here I am.
Yep.
That kind of feeling.
Yep. 100%. And it's because we need you to share. We need you to be a guide, but you have to go through the hard knocks again to like get it back in your body so that you can do it.
Yes. Agree. Totally. Spot on. That's crazy.
It's neat, isn't it? It's just one little, these are just 2 digits on this whole.
Right.
I know.
Crap.
He's already described my personality to a T.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think of the profile as if you've ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race, it's drag. It is how we are seen or like to be seen in the world.
Yeah.
And if you're not aware of those things, it can be harmful to people around you. It can be damaging to you by allowing someone's projection, especially for a 5, to influence you and your decisions rather than
I've been there.
Who you are.
I've been there. Most of my life, I've had people disagreeing with my 3 decisions, my 3 experimental decisions, because I do like to experiment. I want to know. I'm very curious, and I want to know what makes things work, or why is more interesting to me than what or where, or I would like to know all the answers of why things happen, why things, it's just like rather than like a why. Whoever answers that question is going to answer it differently. I think that's probably why I like that question so much, because you get like someone's individual perspective as to whatever you're asking about. Because a why will always be from someone's point of view, whereas like when won't, really.
Yeah. And now here, if you hear what you're saying, I'm gonna reflect something back to you to also express the one that Misty and I have. You're experimenting to find out the how or the why, but you're talking about doing it with other people, which is your method. You're going to engage with other people so that you can do your experiment.
I didn't used to, but I do now, because I had agoraphobia for a long time, and I was had a lot of anxiety and stuff. Still have the curiosity about people, but I just couldn't socialize very well. But in my mid 30s, I just kind of started working on that. And then the agoraphobia, I had a friend, people have heard me talk about this on the podcast. I met someone on Instagram who gave me a reading, and in 20 minutes, it was gone. And there's a lot more to the reading, but she said she used NLP therapy, and she's been on the podcast too. She's a really good friend, Allie, wherever you may be right. But I would always figure out stuff myself. And so, but after like maybe late 30s, now 48 now, so probably the last 10 years, I've been more like I taught myself how to solder. Now that's something I do. I teach myself how to do things. I definitely teach myself how to do things.
Yes.
But as far as like the podcast was a total social thing, and I didn't expect it to happen like this. I have been doing it for this long and have so many guests and meet all these people and talk and interact and learn so much. That has been a big, experiment that's been very fulfilling, because I didn't plan on. Someone just said to me, "Why don't you try making a podcast?" So a good friend of mine did, and I was like, "Okay, what should I make it about?" So yeah.
And then the contrast with the one is we don't necessarily need to engage with other people. It may be something that we use as a tactic, but we're going to research.
That is interesting, because when you said what I was saying, like the why, like to ask people for their perspective, that does go with the 3, and the one doesn't necessarily need their perspective so much. It's what it sounds
unless it's a style for the one of if interviewing is how they learn.
Okay.
Then that'll be their thing. So
I was going to ask, so that's something. I remember you talking about that. The very first thing you said about human design in the first podcast was not the first thing you said, but one of the first things you said describing it was it does show you how you learn. And once you know how you learn, you can really revolutionize your everything kind of.
It was the split.
So what exactly, the split definition for me, that the splits are how you describe how you learn. Yeah. That's the main thing. Yeah. So you had said then, for me, looking at mine, listeners and watchers from the last one, he said, I had a split definition, and you said something about my throat chakra.
Your throat, I was going to ask, is activated, and it looks like it's separated.
Oh, wait a minute. That's my boyfriend's. Okay. I did it again. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up for you. You had said like there were 3 channels going. What I wanted to know is if I learn as a split definition, I only need my information pretty much, right? That wouldn't be maybe one other. But
was yours a split or a single?
It says split definition in the.
Okay. So.
Oh, no, single. It says single. I'm sorry. It does say single. Yeah.
Yes. As I was looking at it, I was thinking that looks like a single. Single definition, tends to have all their own answers.
Okay.
They rarely need external sources to know what's right for them. So when you then combine that with your 3-5 and your singularity of whether it's agoraphobic or the way you move through the world, which, and I think these two things, of course, because they're you, are related.
Yeah.
You didn't need that external world.
Right. I didn't feel like I needed it. No, I didn't. You're right.
And it's probably something that helped you survive the time in which the agoraphobia was at its height.
True. Yeah, that's very true. That's a really great way to look at it too.
Yeah, they're superpowers. They're all superpowers, and they help us when we need them most. Yeah. What do you think, Misty?
Yeah, so I was about to say, Misty, you got any questions? Right?
I'm fascinated. Like, I
know, right?
Like she's already reading the book right now. We lost her.
Well, I'm looking at my chart on my phone, so I'm just trying to keep up with you guys, and looking at the chart and wondering what else there is, to
Misty,
learn. She said this is only the beginning. She was a split definition, right?
Or do you remember?
You were just one split. Right here, Misty, on the side, does it say? It says split definition. Does it say that? It'll say definition and then say what kind.
That's split. No, I only see design and personality.
It says name, type, strategy, inner authority, definition, profile, like all along the side.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, look at the one that says definition.
Oh, yeah, split definition.
So with her split, would that kind of show she needed? I remember about that was that she needed at least one external validating source when she's getting her. At least one.
That's an easy way to think about it.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, if
when you have a split, you're naturally looking for that split to be that bridge of the split to be closed.
Okay.
You'll find, I say one source to make it simple, but that one source could be multiple experiences through one type of research. So like books, for example, books are the thing. And this library that you go to lights you up and gets you excited. And so that library is the thing that's helping close the gap, because more than likely there are people there that have.
You just closed my gap. You just closed my gap. I get it. So I don't get the whole thing, but something was not there. Just clicked when you said that.
Yeah.
We're trying to.
And I have a triple split.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking for all kinds I have multiple gaps to be filled.
With that 3, and you have a 3 as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're busy. You're busy all the time, I would guess.
I'm busy all the time. I can't stop. What's unique about the triple split is that they don't need all those gaps necessarily to be filled, but our open centers will have a greater significance for the triple split and will want to engage with people around those. So my solar plexus is open. I love and fear emotional people.
That makes sense.
It's overwhelming and I need it.
Yes. I feel that way. But that's your what was yours? Your sacral, you said? Or?
The solar plexus. So your solar plexus is defined. You help close that gap for me. Being around you lights up my solar plexus and gives me the experience of what it is to have access to a consistent emotional state, whether it's high, low, or in the middle.
Okay. And so like my little brain over here that thinks about cats all the time and what they do and when no one cares for 2 hours. And if yours is defined, you could come along and pull me back to what everybody else is doing, right?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Because we had talked about that in the past podcast. Yep. But I'm starting to catch this now.
Yes, you are. And you'll naturally still exist in that space of cats. But when you're around someone with a defined head like me, and I can't remember if Misty's was defined or not, it will give you a taste.
I think hers was defined. Hers was defined. Okay, that's so cool. Is there anything else you want to throw out there for the wrap this up? It's been like almost an hour again, and we've covered a number. Two numbers.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like we've only covered like Like nothing. We haven't covered anything.
Your face, Misty, you're like, it's great.
There's so much.
I'm loving it.
We need to do like 10 episodes of just this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you coming back again or what?
You're coming back, right?
Wait.
Yeah.
Misty, are you a generator or a manifesting generator?
Well, let's see. Let me look.
Should be near the top with all those
Top.
words.
Generator.
I'm a manifesting generator.
That's right. I knew one of you was. I couldn't remember.
Okay, so tell me what that means again.
A lot. What's important to right now is, as a generator, you will be more successful if you stay focused on the topic that is the one you love at the time.
Yes.
So right now, you could be all human design all the time. Yes, give me more. I'm in it. And then you could walk away from here and still feel that way. And then you'll run into that cartomancy deck and go, oh, wait a minute. This.
Yes.
And it's less shiny, it's less squirrel. It's more, I'm on this track now, and you will stay there. At least we'll have more shiny squirrels than you were.
Oh, definitely. All the squirrels are shiny. Yeah.
It might be hard to get Misty to move from over here to over here.
We help each other that way then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
She can keep you focused. You can get her over into left field when she needs to.
That's pretty cool.
I love it.
I do too.
Good
Thank
team.
you.
Good team.
And Seth, we have listeners. You can find him on Everclear. You're on Everclear, right?
I am.
And your name is Seth on Everclear.
Seth V.
Seth V. And we have his website coming out, tarot.com. If you have gone to it already to get your chart, you have it bookmarked and saved, and you're going back to it over and over again, because we're going to keep doing these if Seth will be so generous as to come back again and teach us some more. We would love it. Love it. This is so exciting. I'm loving this.
Please come back.
Please say
I would love to. And we'll have to decide what the next conversation is going to be, because
we'll have to talk about it beforehand. Yeah.
A little bit more and get not even to the middle. We're not even in the middle. We're still at the top.
Or the bottom.
Yeah. Or the bottom.
Or side.
We're not anywhere near the
red line somewhere.
Yeah.
We just lit the icing off the cake.
Where this could take us.
It's delicious too. And it's complex, delicious, and I want more.
I mean, it's
not just a one
can you
thing.
actually like read future things with this too? Like, tell me a little bit.
Yes, you can, because it's based on the alignment of date, time. You're kind of like astrology. You're the base. And then the transit of the planets will light up different parts of your chart. And so you will have access to, like, for example, right now, my solar plexus, which is normally undefined, is currently defined because of where the planetary energy is. Some of those gates are lit up. So I have access to a consistent emotional state, which isn't my normal. And it's allowing me to just kind of be a lot more relaxed.
That's so cool. You do seem more relaxed. Not that you weren't relaxed before, but you seem like just, chill. Yeah. Not that, you seemed a little like not nervous last time, but kind of compiling it and presenting it, really focused on that. And this time you just seem chill. I didn't know it could change with the astrology and there's so much.
So much fun.
Yes, and thank you. And you know what else I want to thank is our sponsor, Everclear. Everclear is the place Seth and I work, one of many, probably for both of us. Everclear.com, and it's an advice app and website where you can get advice from psychics and empaths to get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve.
And deserve it.
You say deserve it, Misty. Thank you, Misty. And hey, Seth, do you have any we're getting angry here. So, Seth, do you have any last advice? Something the listeners can do homework on with their human design.
Yes. Listen to the first episode. It'll give you a base. For this one, check out your profile. Remember, it's the number after the decimal. You're going to read it right, left. So the black side and then the red side to understand your profile. It may feel like they're contrasting. That's the point. Life is that way. And the experiment of those is to understand a little bit about how people see you, how you see yourself, what you might newly discover about yourself that your friends will go, well, yeah. And then once you've done that, live with it. See how it shows up in your world. And this will be really easy for 3s because it's an experiment. It'll be real easy for 6s because they've been through experiments.
They've done it.
1s. Just live with it. let it go, be chill. It's going to be hard. 2s, see how it feels. You can just imagine it. 4s, you might have to engage with your network to go, is this really what's going on? And 5s, don't check in with other people. They don't. See what you feel about it. And the best way everybody can work on it is based on the last episode, trust your strategy and authority. And we talked about those based on what's open and defined in your profile. You have a strategy and an authority. We might want to spend more time on that because we didn't spend a lot of time on that.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, I was looking at that. So like
that's where things start to get life-changing. Once you have all this knowledge, what do you do with it? Which is kind of
that's what I want to know.
We'll get there. Like maybe for the next one we can go through this whole side list and describe what all these are.
We're not going to get through that list in an hour.
Maybe we can we'll
get through in like 2 numbers.
Ambitiously say we're going to start getting through this list.
Yeah. I think strategy and authority probably be a good thing to spend some time on.
Okay.
Because that's the way to best experiment with all this stuff and get it'll help you incorporate it into your life so that you can start seeing the impact of what human design can do.
Yes.
For you.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you so much, Seth.
Yeah.
And again, Misty, thank you. And thank you, Seth. Thank you ahead of time for the next few hundred.
So much.
And listeners and watchers, we love you and we miss you. I don't know why I say that sometimes, but I do. It's been a while since we've done a podcast. So
we do miss them. We do miss them a lot.
And everybody, wherever you may be, have a great day, night, morning, 3 a.m. moment,
evening.
And peace out.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.